I'm Erin Hawkins. I'm a water quality manager with the City of Lynchburg, Virginia. We're an older community. We were established in 1786. Lynchburg is a combined sewer system. Currently and in years past, we have been funding stormwater activities really out of the general fund, so taxes. What we've been doing the past several years is looking at funding alternatives, whether it's a dedicated tax or a user fee, and through a public participation process that we went through as a Stormwater Advisory Committee. They were the ones that made the recommendation that a utility would be an equitable way to go to provide a dedicated funding source for stormwater activities in the City of Lynchburg. It is a fee rather than a tax, and that is more equitable for our citizens because any property owner, any developed property will contribute to the stormwater utility rather than just the tax base. The decision for the utility fee was not necessarily unanimous. There are ones that understood while we went through this process. They still were not necessarily in favor of it. We have about 20% of our properties are exempt properties. They don't pay taxes. And there are some of the larger institutions that have a lot of impervious area associated with that particular land use. Everyone has to pay into this because we all generate the runoff. You know, we all have an impact downstream.
So a storm like this makes me think about a whole lot of brown, muddy water coming downstream. Storms like this really help people understand the magnitude of what is going into the river because it can change very dramatically, very quickly in color and height and flow.
We've actually been asked, aren't we just taxing rain? Rain may fall from the sky, but it's primarily man's activities that have had an impact on stormwater. It's really up to us to be able to go back in and affect a change and do these improvements.
On an individual homeowner basis, I think that most people don't really understand that they can take very simple actions at home to make a difference. And when you take, 20, 30, 40 houses in a development and everybody is doing their part to reduce the stormwater from their properties, then those small individual differences add up to make a really big impact. And that's the message we're trying to convey.
Educate your local leaders. Let them know what it is, why it is, how it is. Patience and persistence. If you plan for today and set yourselves in a better position for tomorrow, so when these new regulations come down to you, that you'll just be in a better position to be able to respond to them and to be able to handle it. A lot of times we're talking things on a very macro scale. You're talking about Chesapeake Bay wide, but what it really boils down to for any community is what's best for Lynchburg. What do we need here to help improve our streams, our water quality, and our goals? And we'll see that benefit downstream from there.